I think my husband secretly hates me. Within the last 6 months, every time I say I love you, I get hit with a flat I know or thanks or even just cool story. Even when we're not fighting, even when he seems like he's in a perfectly good mood. Sometimes if I look hurt or go quiet, he'll sigh heavily, roll his eyes and go, obviously I love you too. But there's this exasperation in his voice, like I'm being needy or annoying him by wanting to hear it back. The other day, he did it again. I said I loved him while we were cooking dinner together, and he just said cool without even looking up from chopping vegetables. When I went quiet and my face fell, he actually rolled his eyes at me and said, you know I brag about you at work constantly, right? So many guys are jealous of me. Like that's supposed to make up for him not being able to say 3 words back to me. It's gotten to the point where I'm scared to say it first because I don't want to feel rejected in my own marriage. Last month, we took our kid on vacation to the beach, and honestly, we all had an amazing time. He was laughing, playing in the water, building sandcastles, taking family photos. On the entire 4-hour drive home, he kept saying things like, I had so much fun with you guys. That was awesome. We need to do this more often. But here's where it gets weird. Whenever I bring up our upcoming couples trip, just the 2 of us, no kid, romantic cabin in the mountains, he has absolutely zero enthusiasm. I'll say something like, I'm really looking forward to our trip next month, and he won't even say, me too, just silence, or he'll grunt. So then I have to actually ask him, are you excited? And he gives me this weak monotone, yeah, should be fun, like he's talking about getting a root canal. Part of me genuinely wants to cancel the whole thing because who in their right mind wants to go on a romantic getaway with someone who clearly isn't into it? It would just be awkward and sad. I'm really starting to doubt that he loves me, or if he even likes me anymore. Honestly, I think it might be worse than that. I think he actually hates me but doesn't know how to leave. But then here's what makes this whole situation so incredibly confusing. He still calls me every single day on his commute home from work. It's his choice. I never asked him to. He started doing it years ago because he said he missed hearing my voice during the day. That's still happening. He still cuddles me at night, still reaches for my hand when we're watching TV, still compliments me almost every day, telling me I look beautiful or that I'm a great mom. So which version is real? The guy who can't say I love you back, or the guy who calls me just to hear my voice? We went through some really rough stuff in 2022 and nearly split up because of his substance abuse. He was drinking heavily, and it got to the point where I told him I wanted a divorce. He was absolutely devastated, broke down crying, begged me not to leave, promised he'd get sober. And he did. He actually did it. He's been completely sober for almost a year now, and I'm so proud of him for that. For a while after he got clean, things were genuinely good between us. Like, really good. Better than they'd been in years. But then over the last few months, he just started backsliding emotionally. Not with drinking, he's still 100% sober. I handle all our finances, so I see every transaction, and I can immediately tell when he's been drinking because it's extremely obvious in his behavior. He's definitely clean, but emotionally, he's a mess. He makes these little jabs when he's having a bad day, like, I wish I could have a drink, but you took that from me, as if I'm the villain in his sobriety story. I know getting sober is incredibly hard. I know it hasn't even been a full year yet, but he just seems so deeply, profoundly miserable all the time now. I try to talk to him about it and he'll blame work, or he'll fixate on something completely minor and stupid, like, you made spaghetti 3 times this month, you're turning into my mother, or sometimes he won't even give me a reason. He'll just say, I hate my life. When I ask what specifically he hates, he says, everything. I just hate everything. Nothing concrete, just this vague, all-encompassing misery. And yes, I know he's dealing with depression, anxiety, and ADHD on top of the sobriety journey. I get that. But every time I suggest therapy or medication, he shuts me down immediately, refuses to even consider it, says he doesn't need it, that he can handle it on his own, but clearly he can't. So now I'm stuck in this nightmare of a situation where I have no idea what to do. How do you walk up to your spouse of 10 years and just ask, hi, do you secretly hate me and want a divorce? How do you even start that conversation without sounding paranoid or dramatic? But I genuinely don't know if he loves me anymore, and I don't know how much longer I can live like this, constantly questioning whether my own husband even likes me.